Hello everyone, it's Jeannie. How are you? I hope you're well. Today's Friday Flip, or whenever you watch it, is going to be a little bit different, just a little bit. It's not a catalog, it's not a book. Well, actually it is a book. It's a little book that I found going through some things. It's called What I Love About Grandma. And this is a book full of blanks. Looks like, 50 blanks that my grandson, Ashton, gave me maybe when he was about 6 or 7. And he filled in all the blanks. So I'm going to read these to you. It's not a picture book, but I'll show you some of them. What I love is his writing, all sloppy. It's so cute. I will treasure this until the day I die and beyond. Before I do that, I've gone back to the covering on my little table here with a black piece of fabric, and it's kind of got waffles in it. I don't know if you can see that, but it's better, I think, for the sound. The other thing that I had was like a piece of brown vinyl that looked like leather, and it bounced sound weird. And when you've got really excellent mics, they pick up everything, and things that you don't hear. You know, you in your own ears. I don't hear. But because it's fabric, and because Mr. Sputnik likes to come in here and lay on here, I've got tons of cat hair. Look at this. And you know the cat hair often ends up in my nose, and I'm constantly, trying to get it off. So I'm using the lint roller to try and get a lot of it off. Sometimes when I do sounds, until I see the video in editing, and I edit in Final Cut Pro. Sometimes, I use a combination of Final Cut Pro and iMovie. iMovie is easy. It comes with your Apple, Mac, and Apple products. So easy. But it's kind of the kindergarten version of editing software. And for the most part, that's fine with me. But for aligning my sound with my mouth, I use Final Cut Pro because it doesn't snap to a grid. It lets you tweak it. And I do my best. But there is something, this is a blah, blah, blah. But there is something called drift. And so by the end of the video, my mouth could actually be off of the voice, the movement and the voice. So I learned that. All these techie things I've learned, I'm kind of proud of myself, because this is not my area of expertise, all this stuff. It isn't. We had some guests here last week, some friends of ours that we went to Australia with, and Bobby is a he's retired, professional photographer / videographer. for a great big aerospace company. So he knows a thing or two, way more than me. And so he had me make a few adjustments, suggested them, and I did. So I'm hoping it all goes well. And I don't have to re-record this, because sometimes we as creators forget to hit a button, we forget to turn something on, or it was just rotten the whole way through, and you've got to trash the whole video and do it again. And that is so frustrating and so discouraging, because we're on, time limits here. I've got things to do. So for those of you who don't know the story about my grandson, Ashton, he is primarily the reason that I'm on YouTube. He suggested that I go onto YouTube many years ago, like about 5 years ago. He was over at my house. He was a teenager. Doesn't matter. When he was sleeping at my house, when he goes to bed, I treat him as if he's like 5 or 6 years old. I come in and I sit and talk and just discuss like positive reinforcing things, and just letting him know that he's loved and that he's special and that life is good, and just a lot of simplistic platitudes, but things that are calming, things you want a child, even a teenager, or I should say especially a teenager, to go to sleep to. And so as I'm talking with him, he says, Baba Nini. That's what all the grandkids call me, Baba Nini, because of him. He's half Russian, and so grandma in Russian is babushka, but most kids can't say babushka as a little child, so they say Baba. So I'm Baba Nini, Baba Jeannie, and so I'm Baba Nini. And he said, Baba Nini, you should make a YouTube channel. And I said, why? What would I do on YouTube? And he said, anything. Just talk. Just your talking, Baba Nini. It's so comforting. People will want to hear your talking, your voice. Okay, sure. I dismissed it. Well, many months later, I was listening to some ASMR, and probably Maria, because I'd been listening to her for a while because I needed something to go to sleep to. Maria, Whispers Red, Emma, there were a couple of others on at the time. So anyway, I remember thinking about what he said and what I was listening to, and I thought, I can do that. Maybe. I'm going to try. So I got my phone, put it on a stack of books, because I didn't even own a tripod. And I sat down and I made a video or 2 or 4, and I think I hated them all because I wasn't used to seeing my face. I wasn't used to hearing my voice. And when you start a channel, it's shocking to hear yourself and see yourself, and you immediately, I think, don't like it, and you're hypercritical. And I've watched a lot of people start channels. I've helped a lot of people start channels. And if you're interested in that, let me know. Anyway, I had to get over that. It's like, Jeannie, get over yourself. And I just kept at it. And I didn't tell anybody except my husband. When I was at about, I can't remember, maybe 40,000 subscribers, I finally told Ashton. said, Ashton, I did it. He goes, how many subscribers do you have? And he starts wanting to know my analytics. And I told him, oh, no, he guessed. He goes, 200. 2,000? No. And it's like, no, more. And we played that game, and it went more. When I told him, he was like, oh, Baba Nini, that's awesome. So anyway, I owe the inspiration for this to Ashton, my beloved firstborn grandson, who is now married. He's in the Air Force, and he's married to a lovely young lady who is also in the Air Force. Anyway, finding this book, What I Love About Grandma, was super special. So Ashton, if you are watching, I know you remember this book. Probably for like a Mother's Day or a birthday or something like that. There's no date in it, which I wish there were. So, let's read this, and this will be your Friday flip. There are no pictures, so. All right. Just going to go through. Number 1. In classes. Number 1. I love your cooking. He should. I would make anything he wanted when he came to my house. Number 2. You make the most fun ever. So these are the blanks that he filled in. Can you see that? The world needs to know about your love. Number 4. I love when you call me Bungolio. I call them Ashtonio Bungolio. I forgot about this. Ashtonio Bungolio. When I was little, I loved singing with you. We loved singing. I sang, and I know I've told you this, things like, what was his name? Michael Parks, you know, My Little Buckaroo, and Won't You Ride in My Little Red Wagon? Things like that. The fox went out on a hunt one night. I love that you taught me to ride horses. I did. I love rummaging through your boxes for decorations. Don't know what he was decorating. It means so much that you showed me how to feed horses. You can tell we spent a lot of time at the barn. Number 9. I love the sound of your singing songs. I think my kids did too. That's a really special memory for them. I love how you are happy every day. I love that that's his memory of me. You make me want to jump. Oh, Ashton. Number 12. I love to play with Max and with you. Max was our Schnauzer dog. And Max used to go into the pool. He would walk onto a float and float, and we'd give him rides around the pool. Oh, we had so much fun with Max in the pool. Not swimming. He was too heavy. He would sink. I love listening to your stories about Max. Oh, I love how much you enjoy me. I did and do. I'd love to know your secret for life. I love watching the morning sun with you, and he drew a little picture of the sun. Your smile is so beautiful to me. 18. I love remembering the time you took me horse riding. I so admire your clothes. I'm thankful I have you in my life. And he changed it around a bit. Look at that. I love how you always say, and I'll show you this, and then I'll show you what he means. It says, I-C-K-C-K. It's, so when you're moving horses and you want to get them to go or move, you go, and so when I had horses, you do that a lot. And so I'm like, Ashton, come on, get going. You know, so I was always clicking him. I am so glad that I have you. I love how you never are mean. I love how you are always nice. He knows better now. If I had to describe you in one word, it would be awesome. I love eating salad with you. Your smile makes me feel happy. I love that you okay. I'll show this to you. I love the horse shoes you wear. Shoes. S-H-O-O-S-E-S. Oh, I love that. I'd love if we could go fishing together soon. Ain't gonna happen. I don't fish. If you were a ballroom dance, you'd be the best one. I hope you get to have your favorite chair soon. My favorite chair, Ashton. What does that mean? What chair? You have the sweetest voice. I love spending time with you. It makes me grin when you say, I love you. And I do. I love you. I love you, Ashton. I love hearing about the time you were helpful with dinner. Thanks for helping me live. Oh, I love this. Sometimes your ability to clean amazes me. Oh my goodness. I'd be lost without your love. You are the best grandma ever. If you were a type of pie, you'd be sugared pie. I love going to the dog park with you. Yeah, we used to take Max and Madeline to the dog park. Madeline, she was another schnauzer. She was half poodle, half schnauzer. She was kind of a ditz, and She was a weirdo. I have to admit, you're always right about everything. You deserve the cooking award. I can't believe you rode horses when you were young. That's when I started. I hope to be as wonderful as you one day. I always want to hear what you're going to say about John John. That's Uncle John John. I love to work with you. Nobody else can be like you. That's interesting. He could have put any word in there, but he said be. That's wonderful. You are so nice. You are so awesome. You are so fun. Thank you for being nice. I love you, Grandma. That's the end. Cat hair. So that's it. That is our Friday flip from the book my little grandson Ashton filled out for me. If you are a grandma, you know how precious these things are. And if you are a parent, just know these make fantastic gifts. So this made my day. All right, I'm going to sign off because I've got a hair appointment. That's why I keep looking at the clock. Gonna trim this bushy hair. It grows so fast, so fast. And I think it's because I've been doing so many healthy things. So I wish you all love, smiles, sunshine, happiness, peace, and the ability to have hope if those things aren't in your life right now, that they will be coming, that they do find you. Okay, we get through the challenges. So I want you to know that we do get to the other side of challenges. We do. Okay, never forget that. All right, my friends, I am signing off. I bid you peace and love. Goodbye for now, and I'll see you in the next video.